On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Immerse.
To become fully involved in a particular activity, to dip or submerge in a liquid, especially so that they or it are entirely covered.
Examples:
Immerse the cloth in the dye. Completely immerse the ingredient. He immersed himself in his research.
Topic:
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Dive.
To jump into the water with your head and arms going in first, or to move down to a deeper level underwater.
Examples:
Dive into anime communities. Dive off a cliff. The sperm whale can dive to 1,000 meters.
Guinea.
A former British gold coin worth 21 shillings, or a unit of currency used in some West African countries. Guinea, a republic in Western Africa on the Atlantic.
Examples:
Guinea coins. Guinea pig. The cost of the antique vase is 3 guineas.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Esquire.
A rank just below a knight in the English gentry, originally used to denote a young nobleman who was a candidate for knighthood, a title of courtesy appended to the surname of a lawyer, usually written Esq.
Examples:
Dynamic esquire. Esteemed esquire. The young esquire in training studied the ways of the court, hoping to one day join the ranks of the nobility.
Outsource.
To contract out or transfer a job, task, or service to an external organization or party, often as a cost-saving measure.
Examples:
Outsource a non-core function. Outsource to India. The company decided to outsource its IT services to a third-party provider.
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples:
Hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Bedtime.
The time at which a person typically goes to bed and prepares to sleep, the period just before bedtime, which may involve routines or activities that are intended to promote relaxation or sleepiness.
Examples:
Bedtime meditation. Regular bedtime. Reading bedtime stories can help children relax and fall asleep faster.
Radical.
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Honesty.
The quality of being truthful, sincere, and morally upright, adherence to moral and ethical principles.
Examples:
Honesty policy. Honesty box. A culture of honesty in the workplace leads to better communication and productivity.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Poke.
To push or prod with a sharp object or the finger.
Examples:
Poke around the desk. Poke a fire. They poked fun at each other's jokes, laughing and teasing.
Exception.
Something that is not included in a general rule or pattern, a person or thing that is excluded or stands apart from others.
Examples:
Make an exception. Without exception. She was the exception to the rule, as she managed to graduate college in only 2 years.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Recommend.
To suggest that someone or something would be a suitable fit for a particular purpose or role.
Examples:
Recommend a hospitalization. Recommend reading. We recommend taking media training every 6 months.
Know-it-all.
A person who behaves as if they have comprehensive knowledge about a wide range of topics and is dismissive of others' opinions or knowledge.
Examples:
Know-it-all attitude. Annoying know-it-all. She's a know-it-all about fashion and always criticizes my outfits.
Encyclopedia.
A comprehensive reference work containing articles on a wide range of subjects or numerous aspects of a particular field or discipline, usually arranged alphabetically or thematically.
Examples:
Encyclopedia entry. Online encyclopedia. Many bookshops no longer carry printed encyclopedias, but some libraries still hold on to their collections.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Ruin.
To damage, spoil, or demolish something. Noun, an unrecoverable state of devastation and destruction.
Examples:
Ruin the plan. Ruin the reputation. He knocked over the red wine and ruined the tablecloth.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples:
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Novel.
An extended fictional work in prose, usually in the form of a story. Adjective, original and of a kind not seen before.
Examples:
Historical novel. Novel effect. The novel has largely gotten positive feedback.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Bible.
The sacred writings of the Christian religions, consisting of the Old and New Testaments, a book regarded as authoritative in its field.
Examples:
A passage from the Bible. Believe Bible prophecy. Students have loved this textbook for many years as a biology Bible.
Undertake.
To do or begin to do something, such as an enterprise or responsibility.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. Undertake routine duties. Young people in this country should undertake military duties.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history. Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Olive.
A small green or black fruit with a bitter taste that is eaten or used to produce oil, or a tree on which this fruit grows.
Examples:
Olive branch. Olive oil. They enjoyed reading under the olive trees.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Concerned.
Feeling worry or interest about something, showing interest or attention.
Examples:
Persons concerned. Concerned citizen. I am concerned about the safety of the children playing in the park.
Fundamentalist.
A person who adheres strictly to the basic principles of any subject or discipline.
Examples:
Fundamentalist church. Political fundamentalist. He is a religious fundamentalist and strictly adheres to the teachings of his faith.
Literally.
In the real or original meaning of a word or phrase, in a literal sense or way, not figuratively.
Examples:
Translate literally. Bite his tongue literally. He literally jumped out of his chair when he heard the news.
Poll.
An inquiry into public opinion conducted by interviewing a random sample of people, the process of voting at an election.
Examples:
A pre-election poll. Public opinion polls. Several polls show a decline in the president's approval rating.
Logical.
Characterized by clear and sound reasoning, following a rational and systematic approach, based on or in accordance with logic or reason.
Examples:
Logical conclusion. Logical reasoning. The mathematical equation had a logical solution that was easy to follow.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Stack.
A pile of something arranged or laid one on top of another, a large tall chimney through which combustion gases and smoke can be evacuated.
Examples:
High stack. A large stack of paper. The earthquake caused a stack of lumber to crumble noisily.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Psalm.
A song or hymn of praise to God, used in the Christian and Jewish religions.
Examples:
Psalm book. A chanted psalm. He sang a psalm in church, praising the Lord.
Render.
To bring someone or something into a particular state, to provide something such as service, help, etc.
Examples:
Render an assessment. Render the contract void. The jury must render a decision on this complex case.
Lord.
A person who has general authority, control, or power over others, a man of noble rank or high office.
Examples:
A young lord. Lord of castle. The feudal lord had ruled the land for many years.
Opposed.
Being completely different from something or disagreeing strongly with something.
Examples:
Two opposed characters. Absolutely opposed to abortion. I'm strongly opposed to that plan.
Shepherd.
A person who tends and guards sheep, especially in a rural area.
Examples:
Shepherd boy. Sheep without a shepherd. The shepherd's dog helped keep the sheep in line and protect them from predators.
Fruitful.
Producing good results or outcomes, productive, yielding a plentiful harvest or benefits.
Examples:
Fruitful collaboration. Fruitful conversation. After many trials and errors, the scientists' research bore a fruitful discovery.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Twin.
Either of two children born at the same time from the same mother.
Examples:
A twin lens camera. A twin room. Its twin brothers are difficult to tell apart except for their parents.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Arcane.
Mysterious or known only by a select few.
Examples:
Arcane knowledge. Arcane subject. The arcane rituals of the secret society were known only to a select few.
Obscure.
Not well known to many people.
Examples:
Obscure answer. Obscure artist. This information was primarily obscured in the first release.
Shave.
To remove body hair with a razor, to cut the price of something.
Examples:
Shave my head. Shave cheese. That supermarket tried to shave certain costs by saving electricity.
Beard.
Hair that grows on a man's face, often around the mouth and chin.
Examples:
A black beard. Shave my beard. He grew a thick beard to change his appearance.
Security.
The state of being free from danger, risk, or harm, measures taken to protect against threats or attacks, a financial asset, such as a stock or bond that derives value exclusively from the ownership interest or claim to a particular underlying asset or obligation.
Examples:
National security. Security analyst. The building's security system includes cameras, alarms, and security guards.
Fiber.
Thread or filament used to make a vegetable tissue, mineral material, or textile.
Examples:
Carbon fiber. Synthetic fiber. We must consume dietary fiber to maintain good health.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Poly.
A prefix meaning many or much, commonly used in chemistry, biology, and other sciences to indicate a large, complex structure or molecule that is made up of repeating units, such as polyester, polymer.
Examples:
Reclosable poly bag. Biodegradable poly. We store all of our drinking water in a large poly tank on the roof of our house.
Cotton.
A plant that is grown in warm countries and bears bolls containing seeds with soft and long hairs that are made into textile fiber and thread for sewing.
Examples:
Cotton cloth. Culture of cotton. The price of raw cotton continued to rise.
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Testicle.
One of the two oval-shaped organs in men that produce sperm and testosterone. In animals, the equivalent organ responsible for producing sperm and often also regulating testosterone levels.
Examples:
Testicle injury. Swollen testicles. The athlete was hit in the testicle during the game and had to be removed.
Default.
To fail to fulfill an obligation or pay a debt when it is due, to fail to meet expectations or perform as required, to choose or accept a predetermined option or condition without making a deliberate selection or choice. Noun. The preset or automatic settings that a system or program uses when the user has selected no other options.
Examples:
Default settings. Default on the mortgage. If you don't specify a different option, the computer will default to its original settings.
Standing.
Existing or remaining upright, having a vertical position. Noun. Social, financial, or professional status or reputation.
Examples:
Standing water. His social standing. The standing concert was packed with fans.
Grip.
The act of holding on to something firmly with your hands, or the ability to do so. Verb. To hold fast or firmly.
Examples:
Grip of fear. Lose my grip. He had a firm grip on the rope as he climbed the mountain.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Challenging.
Difficult, demanding, or requiring a high degree of skill or effort, presenting a difficult problem or obstacle.
Examples:
Challenging task. Mentally challenging. The advanced math problem was challenging, but the student was determined to solve it.
Sin.
The offense against a religious or moral law or against God.
Examples:
Forgive a sin. Sin of omission. Some overzealous environmentalists claim celebrities are committing carbon dioxide sins.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Killing.
The act of causing death, a sudden and intense force or effect that causes significant damage or destruction, a situation where someone is making a substantial amount of money or experiencing significant financial success.
Examples:
Killing spree. Profit killing. The killing of unarmed civilians is considered a war crime.
Gossip.
Conversation or discussion about other people's personal affairs, often of a trivial or idle nature involving sharing rumors, hearsay, or speculation about the lives of others.
Examples:
Gossip magazine. Celebrity gossip. I heard some juicy gossip about our coworker at the water cooler.
Covet.
To strongly desire or crave something, particularly something that belongs to someone else, to have an excessive or envious desire for.
Examples:
Covet wealth. Covet fame. She couldn't help but covet her friend's designer handbag.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Pretended.
Feigned or not genuine, assumed or simulated.
Examples:
Pretended illness. Make a pretended purchase. His pretended interest soon caught everyone's attention.
Compassionate.
Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for the suffering or bad luck of others.
Examples:
A compassionate heart. Compassionate leave. My father has a serious and compassionate personality.
Donate.
To give money, food, clothes, etc. to help a person or organization.
Examples:
Donate to charity. Donate blood to the Red Cross. Our company donates to the school endowment fund every year.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Dissonance.
A lack of harmony or agreement between people or things, a harsh or discordant combination of sounds.
Examples:
Cognitive dissonance. Musical dissonance. The dissonance between the two melodies created a sense of tension in the music.
Primitive.
Of or relating to an early stage of society with no industry or technological development, simple, naive, or old-fashioned in style.
Examples:
Primitive society. Artifact of a primitive humankind. The industry in this country is still primitive.
Adulterer.
A person who commits adultery, which refers to married individuals who engage in sexual relationships with someone other than their spouse.
Examples:
Adulterer's confession. Accused adulterer. The novel portrayed the adulterer's remorse as he grappled with the consequences of his actions.
Sand.
Finely granulated particles of rock or mineral material, typically found along beaches, deserts, or riverbeds, used in construction, landscaping, and other applications requiring drainage or abrasive action.
Examples:
Sand dunes. Sand castle. The sand on the beach was warm and golden.
Robe.
A loose-fitting garment, typically a long flowing outer garment, often worn as a ceremonial or formal attire.
Examples:
Silk robe. Velvet robe. The wizard's robe was embroidered with golden stars and moons.
Affected.
Influenced, feeling or showing emotion, especially exaggerated emotion, not natural or sincere.
Examples:
Affected way of walking. The affected part. Her affected accent made it difficult to take her seriously.
Handful.
A small quantity or number, usually referring to the amount that can be held in one hand, a person or thing that is difficult to control or manage.
Examples:
Literal handful. Just a handful of participants. She only had a handful of pens left in her bag.
Interaction.
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples:
The interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Pebble.
A small, smooth, rounded rock, especially one worn by the action of water.
Examples:
Drop a pebble into a pond. Pebble pathway. She picked up a pebble from the beach and put it in her pocket as a souvenir.
Elderly.
A polite word for old.
Examples:
A home for the elderly. Elderly woman. The elderly woman is quite energetic.
Retaliate.
To respond to an action or attack with a similar action, especially one that is intended to harm or punish the other person.
Examples:
Retaliate for the blow. Retaliate in a like fashion. After the other team scored, we retaliated by playing even harder and scoring 2 quick goals.
Barbarous.
Extremely brutal, savage, or cruel, uncivilized, primitive, or lacking refinement.
Examples:
Barbarous behavior. Barbarous language. Human rights groups condemned the barbarous treatment of prisoners.
Intent.
A strong determination or attention to do or achieve something. Adjective, having a strong determination to do or achieve something.
Examples:
The intent of a question. Intent gaze. The designer's intent was to create a minimalist aesthetic for the interior of the building.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Wikipedia.
An online encyclopedia that allows users to contribute and edit articles collaboratively, a vast and frequently updated repository of information on a wide range of topics.
Examples:
Wikipedia entry, Wikipedia article. Not all teachers accept citing Wikipedia as a valid source for academic papers.
Editorial.
Relating to the expression of opinions or interpretations in the media.
Examples:
Gain editorial help. An editorial article. The newspaper published an editorial on the current state of the economy.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Takeaway.
A message or conclusion that can be taken away from a situation or piece of information.
Examples:
Takeaway pizza. Takeaway message. The main takeaway from the meeting was the need for better communication.
Shout.
An archaic form of shall, which is used to indicate a command, a requirement, or a prediction.
Examples:
Full of thou shalt nots. List of thou shalts. Thou shalt not steal.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Relax.
To become or cause someone to become less active or tense and calmer.
Examples:
Relax a series of muscles. Relax at home. The rules were relaxed after the new executive arrived.
Vocation.
A strong feeling of suitability for a particular career or occupation, a person's employment or main occupation, seen as worthy of dedication and commitment, a calling or strong inclination toward a particular way of life.
Examples:
Vocation training. Artistic vocation. Her vocation as a nurse gave her great satisfaction and purpose in life.
Menstruate.
To have or experience the process in a woman's menstrual cycle during which blood and other materials are discharged from the uterus.
Examples:
Menstruate regularly. Failure to menstruate. The teenage girl began to menstruate last month.
Offensive.
Rude in a way that causes someone to feel anger, annoyance, or resentment, for the purpose of attack rather than defense.
Examples:
Assume the offensive. An offensive smell. His offensive philosophy in business led to many hostile takeovers.
Apartment.
A self-contained living unit within a larger building or complex, typically consisting of one or more rooms or an open space used for living, cooking, and sleeping.
Examples:
Rented apartment, furnished apartment. I am seeking a spacious apartment with a balcony and a parking spot.
Creationist.
A person who believes in the literal interpretation of religious texts, particularly the Bible, and holds that the universe and living things were created by a divine or supernatural force rather than through natural processes.
Examples:
Creationist claim, creationist theory. The old Earth creationist believed God created the universe and all life on Earth.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Fascinating.
Extremely interesting.
Examples:
Fascinating story. Completely fascinating to me. The museum houses a fascinating collection of Celtic artifacts.
Wager.
A bet or gamble, typically involving a sum of money, on the outcome of an event or situation.
Examples:
Friendly wager. Make a wager. I placed a wager with my friend who would win the basketball game.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Literal.
Adhering strictly to the exact meaning or interpretation of words or language, without exaggeration or metaphorical meaning.
Examples:
Literal translation. Literal understanding. Her literal interpretation of the text caused her to miss the deeper meaning behind the author's words.
Interpretation.
An explanation or opinion of something, especially that is not immediately obvious.
Examples:
The interpretation of history. Open to interpretation. His interpretations of literary works are often unique.
Distort.
To change something's shape, appearance, or sound so that it appears weird or unclear.
Examples:
Distort the facts. Distort the economy. Economists contend that taxes distort consumer behavior in general.
Gymnastics.
A sport that involves feats of strength, agility, and balance, often performed on apparatus such as a balance beam or a set of parallel bars. Any physical exercise that involves movement and agility.
Examples:
Gymnastics competition. Gymnastics routine. Gymnastics classes are fun for kids to stay active and learn new skills.
Accomplish.
To finish or achieve something successfully.
Examples:
Accomplish a goal. Accomplish military operations. Humankind took centuries to accomplish true democracy.
Gorgeous.
Wonderful and attractive.
Examples:
A gorgeous meal. Gorgeous sunset. She wore a gorgeous dress to the party, which everyone admired.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples:
Flood advisory. A flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Sprinkler.
A device that sprays water over a large area used especially for watering crops or gardens or for firefighting.
Examples:
Road sprinkler. Sprinkler irrigation. The sprinkler system kept the lawn green and healthy.
Ceiling.
A room's top interior surface.
Examples:
Ceiling board. Ceiling light. There was a crack in the ceiling that I found.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Thanksgiving.
An annual holiday celebrated primarily in the United States and Canada, typically observed on the fourth Thursday in November in the U.S. and on the second Monday in October in Canada, that commemorates the giving of thanks for the blessings of the previous year.
Examples:
Thanksgiving traditions. Thanksgiving parade. My family gathers together every year for Thanksgiving dinner.
Odd.
Strange or unexpected, not divisible by two.
Examples:
In an odd way. Odd behavior. His grandfather was an odd man.
Agnostic.
A person who believes that it is impossible to know whether there is a God.
Examples:
Agnostic worldview. Agnostic position. Her scientific background led her to be agnostic about the existence of a higher power.
Perspective:
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Grant:
To agree to give or allow somebody.
Examples:
Grant a new license. Grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Flip:
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples:
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Remarkable:
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Reverence:
A deep respect for someone or something.
Examples:
Reverence for tradition. Pay reverence to him. The people of the village showed great reverence for the elderly.
Unexpected:
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Reverent:
Showing deep respect and admiration, often for God.
Examples:
Reverent tones. Have a reverent attitude. Any critic will be reverent in speaking of the royal family.
Sacred:
Connected with religion or religious purposes, worthy of respect or dedication because of a connection with a god.
Examples:
Sacred music. The halo of a sacred image. This space is a private office sacred to the president.
Ritual:
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Sabbatical:
A period of leave granted to a person for rest, travel, or other pursuits, often in academia or other professions.
Examples:
Sabbatical leave. Sabbatical year. After 10 years of teaching, she took a sabbatical to travel the world.
Workaholic.
A person who is addicted to work, a person who works excessively.
Examples:
Workaholic habits. Self-proclaimed workaholic. The company's founder was a notorious workaholic who spent every waking hour building the business.
Stereotype.
A fixed and unvarying idea or image that people have about what someone or something is like, but which is often not true in reality and may cause hurt and offense.
Examples:
Avoid stereotype. Negative stereotypes. Changing stereotypes about LGBTQ requires considerable effort.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Evangelical.
Relating to or advocating a form of Protestant Christianity that emphasizes personal conversion and faith over religious rituals and central authority within the church.
Examples:
Evangelical mission. Evangelical Christian group. The evangelical pastor delivered a powerful sermon to his congregation.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Bless.
To make or pronounce holy, to hallow, to consecrate, to sanctify.
Examples:
Bless him in my heart. Bless you. The priest blessed the couple as they knelt before him.
Preconceived.
Of an idea or opinion, formed beforehand, especially without evidence for its truth or usefulness.
Examples:
A preconceived notion. Preconceived opinions. We should start a discussion from scratch with no preconceived ideas.
Notion.
A general idea or understanding of something, particularly an abstract or complex concept, a belief or opinion, often one that is not based on solid evidence or facts.
Examples:
Notion of success. Vague notion. The notion of time travel has long fascinated scientists and fiction writers alike.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Generalization.
The act of making a broad statement or conclusion based on limited information or experience, a statement that applies to a large group or category of things or people, often without considering the unique qualities or circumstances of each individual.
Examples:
hasty generalization. Generalization of the problem. It's unfair to make a generalization about an entire group of people based on stereotypes.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
a blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Homosexual.
Sexually attracted to people of one's own sex.
Examples:
homosexual rights. Homosexual marriage. The law was repealed to protect the rights of homosexual citizens.
Pamphlet.
A small booklet that contains information or arguments about a particular subject.
Examples:
propaganda pamphlet. Pamphlet in English. The political organization handed out pamphlets to raise awareness about their cause.
Outcast.
Excluded or rejected from a society or a particular group. Noun, a person who is excluded or rejected from a society or a home.
Examples:
discrimination against outcast people. Social outcast. He was an outcast from the neighboring village.
Inspiring.
Stimulating and motivating you to want to do something.
Examples:
inspiring stories. Awe-inspiring sight. An inspiring teacher might spark students' motivation to succeed.
Disagree.
To have or express a different opinion, idea, etc.
Examples:
disagree about a particular issue. Disagree with a plan. I disagree for reasons already stated above.
Disregard.
To pay no attention to or to ignore someone or something.
Examples:
disregard for human rights. Disregard the rules. She disregarded all the warnings and proceeded with her dangerous plan.
Irrational.
Not based on, or not using reason or clear thinking, mathematics, a real number that cannot be expressed as the ratio of two integers.
Examples:
an irrational request, irrational numbers. They continued to endure irrational treatment by the dictatorship.
Worldview:
a particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples:
mainstream worldview, the worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Shock:
a strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
death from shock, shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Govern:
to legally control and direct a country, city, group of people, etc., and be responsible for introducing new laws, organizing and maintaining public services.
Examples:
a nation's right to govern, govern a public enterprise. The regulations governing medical malpractice claims are rigorous.
Harmful:
causing or likely to damage or injury to somebody or something.
Examples:
harmful effects of smoking, exposure to harmful chemicals. Wear a mask when using this chemical to avoid inhaling harmful fumes.
Dismiss:
to regard something or someone as not important and not worth considering. To terminate someone's employment.
Examples:
dismiss a person from the office. Dismiss a matter with a laugh. The committee has decided to dismiss the president from the post.
Separate:
to force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Wool:
a textile fiber obtained from the fleece of sheep or certain other animals, used for making clothing and other fabric items.
Examples:
wool sweater. Wool fibers. I love wearing wool socks during the winter to keep my feet warm.
Linen:
a type of fabric or cloth made from fibers derived from the flax plant, characterized by its strength, durability, and ability to absorb moisture. Items made of or resembling this fabric, such as sheets, napkins, or clothing.
Examples:
clean linen. Linen napkins. I like to sleep on linen sheets because they are soft and comfortable.
Mar:
to damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
mar a proper relationship. Mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Fabric.
Cloth or other material produced by weaving wool, cotton, silk, etc., used for making clothes, covering furniture, etc.
Examples:
A hand-loomed fabric. Fabric of creation. These synthetic fabrics are used in military vests because of their excellent abrasion resistance.
Martian.
Of or relating to Mars or its imaginary inhabitants.
Examples:
Martian geography. Martian surface. There is very little water in the Martian atmosphere.
Miserable.
Very unhappy, uncomfortable, or unpleasant, causing great distress or suffering.
Examples:
Miserable weather. Miserable experience. She felt miserable after her dog passed away.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples:
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Cafeteria.
A restaurant where customers serve themselves from a counter and pay for what they have taken, often found in factories, colleges, hospitals, etc.
Examples:
Cafeteria lunch. Office cafeteria. The university's cafeteria was busy with students and staff grabbing a quick lunch.
Denigrate.
To speak of or treat someone or something that is perceived as low or inferior in a derogatory or critical manner.
Examples:
Denigrate his reputation. Denigrate a student's intelligence. It's not fair to denigrate a whole group of people based on a stereotype.
Heave.
To lift or hoist something heavy with effort. To throw or hurl something, often with force. To rise or fall with a rhythmic motion, as in the heaving of the sea.
Examples:
Heave a sigh. Heave a boulder. The workers had to heave the heavy equipment up the staircase to the top floor.
Compassion.
A strong feeling of sympathy and sadness for another's suffering or bad luck.
Examples:
Feel compassion for the poor. Have compassion toward the accident. His infinite love and compassion for everyone never weary.
Tolerance.
The willingness to accept or tolerate something, especially something that is different or unpleasant.
Examples:
Religious tolerance. Tolerance for risk. The school's diversity program aimed to promote tolerance and understanding among the students.
Intolerant.
The inability or refusal to accept or respect views, beliefs, or behavior that differ from someone's own, unable to eat food without adverse effects.
Examples:
An intolerant person. Intolerant of criticism. His intolerant attitude towards other cultures made it difficult for him to get along with others.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Wrestling.
A sport in which two contestants grapple and try to throw each other to the ground.
Examples:
Wrestling match. Arm wrestling. He had always been interested in sumo wrestling and decided to try it.
Hail.
To call out to someone to get their attention, often from a distance, to greet or welcome someone, especially with enthusiasm or admiration. Noun, precipitation in the form of small balls or lumps of ice that fall from the sky.
Examples:
Hail the victorious team with cheers. Hail forecast. People in the area were forced to hail a taxi due to the lack of public transportation options.
Cab.
A taxi or other vehicle that can be hired for transportation, the compartment from which a vehicle, such as a train or truck, is driven.
Examples:
Taxi cab. Yellow cab. I hailed a cab to take me to the airport.